I've covered human rights for a decade.
The worst human rights atrocity that I've ever covered is the repression of Muslim Uyghurs in China. There is so much disappointment amongst the Uyghur community that leaders of Muslim countries, including yourself, have not spoken out to condemn these actions. Does it grate on you at all that you haven't been able to speak out?
Look, Isabel, problem is there's Imran Khan as a human rights activist. I used to speak about everything, not just Muslims. You know, wherever there was discrimination and human rights abuse, I would speak up against it. When you become the Prime Minister, your number one priority becomes, in my case, 220 million people of Pakistan. When that is your number one priority, then you have to be very careful.
You don't have the luxury to criticize.
Poor countries do not have the luxury to criticize when they have a huge amount of vulnerable people. Rich countries, unfortunately, they too are selective.
What was Putin like that day? You got a front row seat to war breaking out and him literally launching war that day.
The morning, just before, an hour before my meeting, we found that they had invaded Ukraine. So I first thought he might cancel the meeting. Then I thought it would be a brief meeting. I didn't think I would be sitting there for 3 hours.
Did you bring it up with him?
And he gave the Russian point of view. Why didn't the West include Russia in NATO? Why is this alliance against Russia? And why at the doorstep? So he had his point of view. Of course, the West has their own point of view. My point is that, you know, we as countries should stay neutral. We became part of the US war on terror. 80,000 Pakistanis were killed. Over $100 billion were lost to the economy. There were 400 drone attacks by the US on an ally in Pakistan. And what did we gain out of this? One lesson Pakistan has learned is stay out of other people's conflicts.
Are you enjoying this fight?
Yes, because I think if I woke up and there was no challenge in my life, I would think it's the end of my life.
So there's never a point you're going to step aside?
I don't know, because right now I see this huge challenge in front of me. So I'm just focused on that. What happens after that, I don't know. Get Pakistan out of this quagmire is going to be probably the most phenomenal thing that anyone could ever do.